The Diary of Jonathan Harker. It was a cold October evening, and the damp streets of London led me to a meet with my employer, Mr. Renfield, of Renfield and Sons estate agents. Had I known then what misfortune was to befall myself and my loved ones, I would have taken a different route. Indeed, I would have fled in terror.
Jonathan, dear boy, do come in. I have a job for you.
Might I ask what you have in mind?
I need someone to help supervise a client. He's intending to buy Carfax Abbey.
Carfax Abbey? He must be a very wealthy man.
He is. The Count is an exceptionally wealthy man. I want you to go to Transylvania immediately. This is a customer Renfield and Sons cannot afford to lose.
Transylvania? But I'm to be married in a fortnight.
It shouldn't take as long as that. These aren't the Dark Ages, you know. You can get most of the way by steam train.
And so, at the urgings of my employer, I left London the next morning by early train. It was to be the last time I would set foot on my native soil. The Diary of Jonathan Harker. It was a long, dark road I travelled, often alone, sometimes accompanied by dubious local natives who would have slit my throat for the few coins in my purse. It's a strange land I find myself in, but I often wonder if I'll ever see England's fair shores again.
Whoa! Driver, what's the matter? Why have you stopped?
I'll take you no further this night. Look, it's getting dark.
Exactly. I hired you to take me up to Borgo Pass by nightfall.
'Twain't my fault the horse lost his shoe. I'll go no further.
Now look here, my good man. I paid you. Now I need to get to the castle by night.
If you had any sense in you, you'd steer well clear of that castle.
But I have important business with the Count.
Count Dracula? Well, if you're still here in the morning, I'll take you on. If not, well...
But wait! You can't just leave me out in the middle of nowhere.
By either luck, or good judgment, or some guardian angel watching over me that night, I found the correct route to the castle. The discourteous driver had not left me far short of my destination.
Castle Dracula.
Good evening, Mr. Harker. I am Dracula. Welcome to my house. Come freely, go safely, and leave some of the happiness that you bring. You must be tired and hungry. Transylvania is a beautiful land, but it is not a land travelled lightly. Come, you must sup with me and tell me about your beautiful England.
Thank you for your hospitality, sir. England seems far, far away.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
Delightful.
Please, Mr. Harker, sit. You will drink?
Please.
This is a very fine vintage.
Thank you. Won't you join me?
I never drink wine.
This is a very impressive home you have here, if you don't mind me saying.
It is a very ancient building. I come from a very old family, Mr. Harker. The long, drafty halls of Castle Dracula are sometimes a little too big and too empty, when one spends most of the time alone. I look forward to discussing with you the purchase of my new residence in London.
Well, I have all the paperwork. It's all here, ready to sign.
Very efficient. You come from a very highly recommended company, Mr. Harker. I have talked long about the purchase of Carfax Abbey with your colleague, Mr. Renfield.
We will, of course, help you with all the removal of your valuables.
I will be taking only 3 boxes.
As you wish.
Now, you must rest after your journey. It is very nearly dawn. I will be away most of the day and will not return till after dark. Please, treat the castle as your own while I am gone. You will find plenty of refreshments left for you.
You are too kind, sir.
Mr. Harker, this is a very old castle with a very long memory. You will find some doors that are barred to you. They are locked for good reason. You would do well to avoid them. And please, after dark, remain in your bedchamber. I cannot guarantee your safety should you choose to leave it. Your bedchamber, Mr. Harker. I trust you will find it pleasing.
I wonder, how long will you be requiring me to stay here?
You are in haste to leave us?
No, it's nothing like that, sir. I have arrangements in London. I'm to be married very shortly.
You're a most fortunate man, Mr. Harker. But our mutual friend, Mr. Renfield, was most specific. You were to stay with me as long as was to be required of you.
Oh, yes. But it is only a matter of signing the papers for the lease.
Please, let there be no more talk of leaving. Make yourselves comfortable. I will return later. You are bleeding!
It is but a scratch.
You must be careful how you cut yourself in this country, Mr. Harker. You are not in England now.
Diary, October 11th. The Count is a strange man. He appears to be a most attentive and courteous host, but I cannot escape a creeping sense of dread. As I explore the castle, I cannot help but feel that I am more his prisoner than his guest. My first day in Castle Dracula has passed without most calamity. I find myself faced with locked doors at every turn. It appears the Count has much that he will keep to himself.
Merciful heavens, where did you come from?
Please say you'll help me.
Whatever's the matter.
You will help me, won't you? You've got a kind face.
But of course I'll help you. if I can.
He keeps me here as his prisoner.
Count Dracula?
He's a monster who does terrible things.
Now, just a minute.
You said you'd help me! You promised!
All right, I'll try.
He's coming. You mustn't find me here. Mustn't you be spoken?
Good evening, Mr. Harker. I trust you had a pleasant day. You have eaten?
Yes, I had dinner about an hour ago.
That is good. You will think me most surly, host, but I'm afraid I shall have to leave you again for a short time. Only a matter of a few small hours.
Count Dracula, it would make me happy if you just signed the lease papers. Then I can be on my way.
But I thought we'd already discussed this.
No, I have to go to London. I'm to be married, remember?
I must go, but I will return shortly, and then we shall discuss this in length.
But Count!
Enough! Do as you are bidden!
God!
I know that strange girl was right. The Count is indeed a monster. I can wait no longer. I must go against his wishes and those of my employer, Mr. Renfield, and try to escape from this house of horrors tonight.
You're back. Where did you go?
Don't forget your promise to help me. You swore you would.
I'm a man of my word. Of course I'll help you.
I have become the victim of these creatures, who are dead, yet still live. I pray to God I will be found by someone who has the knowledge and the courage to do what has to be done.
This is a journal of Bram Van Helsing. My journey has been long and arduous, and I now find myself seeking victuals in a small country tavern in Carlsbad, which rests at the foot of the Borgo Pass, and the ultimate object of my mission, Castle Dracula.
Can I help you, sir?
Bring me a flagon of wine and some meat, my good woman. I've travelled far and I am weary.
Yes, of course, sir.
Garlic. The blessed cross. You think these stupid superstitions will protect you? What is it you're afraid of?
Excuse me, friend. Is there a problem?
I don't know. You tell me. You have cloves of garlic all around every door and window in this tavern.
It is just a precaution, sir.
Precaution? Against what? Vampires? Werewolves? Things that go bump in the night?
Things do go bump in the night around here, sir. And quite often.
There is usually a logical explanation for these archaic superstitions.
If you would forgive me, sir, you do not seem to be from around these parts.
I've travelled from England on behalf of a very dear friend in search of a missing person. One Jonathan Harker. Have you seen him?
No, I've not seen him before.
You didn't even look at the picture. Please, be sure. You must have caught a coach from here.
No, I tell you, I am sorry, but I cannot help you.
Can't help me, or won't.
Your wine, sir, if it pleases you, sir.
You have rather a high attitude, sir. You come in here, a stranger, making demands. I find your attitude rude in the extreme.
I'm sorry. Stupidity always brings out the worst in me.
Stupidity? I don't think I want your custom here, sir. I wish you to leave.
You ignorant fools. It's attitudes like yours that keep us trapped in an age of darkness.
Are you going to leave, sir, or shall I have you expelled from the premises?
I doubt if either you or any of your patrons are capable of expelling me from anywhere, sir. I shall leave of my own free will.
But, sir, your meal is nearly ready.
Be silent, girl.
Never mind, my dear. I'm sure it would have been delicious. There are things that walk abroad this night that should not be. I came here to help you, but you could not see it. Good night.
Sir, please wait. Your friend did stay here, but for one night only. You found his diary at the crossroads near the pass. The landlord told me to destroy it, but well, your friend was such a nice gentleman, sir.
Yes, I know. Thank you, my dear. Vicar slag. Poor dog. Oh, forgive me.
Ship's log, the Demeter. We left Varna bound for Whitby, England in fair seas. But that first day was as far as our good fortune held. Something black has descended over my ship, bringing terror and disorder to the crew. The cabin boy has leapt over the side to his death, rather than face the fear that is almost tangible in the air. One by one my men disappear. We hear the screams, but no bodies are ever discovered. It's as if they've been seized by some sea demon. As captain of the ship, I must, if need be, go down with her. If it takes the last living breath in my body, I will deliver the cargo to Whitby, as was my commission. Let God know I did my duty. May the Lord have mercy on us all. I have seen the beast that walks among us in the shape of a man. This creature has murdered 12 good men. He cannot lay his hands upon me, not while I hold the sacred cross. As we approach Whitby harbour, I have not the strength to turn the wheel. May God guide me and forgive me for this horror that I have unwittingly helped to bring to the fair shores of England.
The Journal of Mina Murray. I could sit forever here in the tranquillity of St Mary's Churchyard, overlooking the sea. Whitby is such a peaceful place. The sea air clears the head and helps one to think. There has been very troubling times of late. There has still been no word from Jonathan. Poor Lucy seems to be fading away, whether it's grief, worry, or some illness that ails her, I know not, but she gets weaker day by day. Who would have thought she was to be a blushing bride in a week's time? Now it's heartbreaking to see her, and Jonathan's not even sent a telegram to let us know he is well.
This damn storm is dropping into a frenzy. I've never seen anything like it.
There's a man brought in this afternoon, Dr. He was kicking and screaming. We're trying to buy chunks out of the men that brought him in. We had to sedate him.
Oh, Maxwell Renfield. Right to see you now.
The master is coming. The master is coming.
Looks quiet enough now.
Should have seen him earlier. Just found him in the street eating blackbird. Feathers and all.
Zoophagous?
2 days ago, he was the same as you as I. He was a estate agent. Now look at him.
The master is
Has he asked for anything specific?
Yes.
Keaton.
The master is coming. The master is coming.
The Journal of Mina Murray. Last night was the worst storm in history. The heavens opened and the elements battered the little harbour. At some time during that rain last night, a strange Russian ship washed up in the bay. The ghostly hulk was found to be empty save for the captain, lashed to his wheel, dead, and several large boxes. No sign of the crew has been found. Hoped there might be word from Jonathan this morning, but still none. Poor Lucy has taken to sleepwalking now. I don't know how much of last night was a nightmare and how much was real. Did I really see that strange creature in the mist, or am I as vulnerable to the night terrors as my poor dear sister? Somehow we made our way back home, and I settled the poor frail dear in her bed.
Good heavens, my dear, you are jumpy. Did I give you a fright?
You slammed the door. I'm sorry. It's just everything. It's all getting on top of me. What with Jonathan and Lucy?
I know, child. How is she?
She's upstairs in bed. That nice Dr. Seward is with her.
There. Try and get some rest.
You will come back, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll be downstairs with Mr. Homewood and Miss Mina.
So tired.
Merciful heavens.
Poor Lucy. She's fading away. She's as white as a ghost.
The doctor will know what to do.
Ah, Homewood, my dear fellow. Good to see you. I thought I heard you coming.
Thanks for coming, John. It's a pity we couldn't meet under more pleasant circumstances.
What's the matter with Lucy, Dr. Seward?
I'm afraid your sister is gravely ill. How long has she been like this?
She's been down in the dumps for a few days now. We put it down to Jonathan. Young man's been gone AWOL for a few days. On the eve of their wedding.
Arthur!
Sorry, my dear, but we have had no word from the fellow.
Let me assure you, this is a matter of a far more serious nature. I'm going to have to impose on your good nature by asking you to do some things that might seem a little odd.
Odd? How so? Speak plainly, my friend.
Miss Lucy must never be left alone after dark, on no account. Do you understand me?
Gerda the maid is on hand all night if she needs anything, and Arthur and myself are only down the passage.
That is good, but the next stage is vital. All the doors and the windows are to be sealed with garlic.
Garlic, my dear fellow, what nonsense is this? I have long respected you not only as a doctor, but as a valued family friend. But you come to my house with this japery?
Arthur, if you value our friendship as much as I, please indulge me, I beg you. Miss Lucy's life may depend on it.
But what you ask is ridiculous.
I also ask that she wears a rosary about her throat, preferably fashioned from silver.
A crucifix?
It is vital, I assure you.
Please excuse my husband's rudeness, Dr. Seward. You came here at our request, and it would be ill-mannered of us to disregard your advice.
These cavalier methods do not sit well with me, Doctor, but all that you ask will be done.
Thank you. I shall return tomorrow. I can only pray to God that this is going to be enough.
Master?
I have no further need of you.
But Master, you promised.
An empty promise to a fool. You are no longer necessary.
But I was to have eternal life.
Destroy yourself.
But you promised me. The blood is my life.
I am Dracula. I need no other.
Stop fussing, Gerda. I feel much better.
Now, miss, you know what the doctor said.
Ah, the lovely Dr. Seward and all his magic potions. You don't believe all that, do you, Gerda?
I do what I'm told, miss.
Please take these silly garlic cloves away. They make me feel sick.
The doctor and Mr. Homewood say that they were to stay, Miss Lucy, as you well know.
You're supposed to be looking after me, Gerda. Now the smell of this garlic makes me feel sick. Take them away from me.
Please, Miss Lucy, you'll get me into terrible trouble.
I won't say anything, Gerda, I promise. Please take them away. I can't breathe.
Perhaps you're right, miss. It is a little stuffy in here.
It'll be our little secret. I promise I won't tell.
Well, she seems to be settled for the evening, despite all this superstitious mumbo-jumbo.
If we want Lucy to get better, we've got to do what Dr. Seward says.
At least we can rely on Gerda. Damn fine woman.
Jonathan?
Lucy. Yes,
Good morning, miss. How are we today? I'm sorry, sir. She looked so uncomfortable. She couldn't breathe, the poor child, the poor child.
It's all right, Gerda, don't worry. We'll deal with this now. Well, Doctor, we follow your instructions to the letter. And look what happens. Just look.
Which is it not? You cannot have. If you'd followed my instructions to the letter, then this wouldn't have happened.
Oh, Lucy!
There's only one thing we can do. That's perform an immediate blood transfusion.
A blood transfusion?
If we do not, then this young lady will surely die from loss of blood.
I would gladly give every last drop of blood to save Lucy.
That would not be required, Arthur, but thanks for volunteering. Please remove your coat, roll up your sleeve. This might sting a bit. You need fortification after this, Homewood. I recommend a sugary cup of tea or a glass of red wine or two.
Doctor, are you sure this is going to work?
I hope so. If this is in God's hands now, we must have faith.
Oh, Doctor, if Lucy was to die, I don't know what I would do.
I promise you, Mistress Mina, your sister will not die.
Man that is born of woman hath but a short time to live and is full of misery. He cometh up and is cut down like a flower. He fleeth as it were a shadow, and never continueth in one stay. In the midst of life we are in death, of whom we seek to succour, but of thee, O Lord, who for our sins are justly displeased. Thou knowest, Lord, the secrets of our hearts. Shut not thy merciful ears to our prayers, but spare us, Lord most holy, O God most mighty, O holy and merciful Saviour, thou most worthy and eternal. Suffer us not at our last hour for any pains of death to fall from thee. I am the resurrection and the life, said the Lord. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live, and whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
Van Helsing, good God!
I returned as swiftly as I could. It appears I was too late.
She died, Van Helsing. She died. Oh, Lord God in heaven, we tried so hard to save her. She died.
I know, my friend, I know. But I fear I bring further bad tidings to add to your grief.
Jonathan?
You asked me to find Jonathan Harker for you. I have done so, but at a terrible cost.
Jonathan's dead!
He's at peace now, but there is much I need to tell you. I made all haste to get here, but alas, not soon enough.
Come, let us get out of this rain. We shall go to my house and talk at length.
Thank you, my friend. The tale I have to tell you is grave indeed, and I fear I may have inadvertently caused some of the horrors that are about to unfold. Homewood, I must ask that you treat all that I tell you as the absolute truth. Doubt and superstitious ignorance are our enemies here.
Vampires are creatures of legend. Bogeymen. Nonsense.
Not so. The vampire is as real as you or I, and he walks among us.
In the churchyard, you implied you had caused some of this.
Only indirectly. When I was at Castle Dracula, I killed one of the vampire's bitches.
And how do you kill these vampires? You told me they were dead already.
They are the undead. I hammered a stake through her heart. I cut off her head and then stuffed the mouth with garlic.
Van Helsing, good God!
The garlic is an optional extra. It is the destruction of the heart that is essential. Also, removal of the head prevents the corpse being reanimated again.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because I believe the attacks upon your sister are an act of revenge. The vampire is a vengeful being. He has taken Lucy to replace the creature that I destroyed.
My God, Van Helsing, are you saying that Lucy will be changed into one of these things?
Your sister died from the vampire's kiss. She's been laid to rest in consecrated ground. This night she will rise from the grave to seek human blood.
This is horrible, Van Helsing, horrible. I can't believe everything you're telling me is true.
My friend, I assure you, everything I've told you is the truth.
Well, what must we do?
You know what we must do. I have already told you. Drive a wooden stake through her heart and then cut off her head.
I can't.
Try and get a few hours rest. This is going to be a very long night.
Abraham, my dear fellow, I don't believe my nerves will stand much more of this, creeping about in the dead of night.
You stay fast, Homewood. There are not many hours left until daybreak, and there's much to do this night.
Are you sure about all this? Vampires? The living dead? It's utterly preposterous.
I've never been more certain of anything in my life. The undead surround us. They must be rooted out and destroyed.
It's very dark in there.
It is not the darkness we need to be afraid of, but what lurks.
What was that?
What?
I thought I heard something.
Get a grip on yourself.
Van Helsing, look! It's Lucy. My God, she was dead. I saw her laid to rest in the crib. Van Helsing, I tell you, she was dead!
Now she walks with the undead, my friend. We must be strong.
I don't think I could do this.
You have to. We must save this poor creature's immortal soul. And that of the innocent victim she will taint with this curse of blood.
I don't believe you. This is some madness you're dragging me into. Madness, I tell you!
Homewood, for the love of God.
Lucy, Lucy! What are you doing?
Arthur. Dear sweet Arthur.
Lucy, let the children go. Homewood!
Arthur, I have no need of them now you are here, dear brother.
Don't look their eyes!
Come to me, Arthur. I want to kiss you.
Lucy!
Holmwood. Dawn fast approaches.
She was forced to return to her coffin where she must lie throughout the day.
That wasn't Lucy. It couldn't be. Lucy's dead.
Holmwood, don't fall to pieces on me now.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Don't be frightened, you're safe now. There, put my big coat on to keep out the fog. You must be cold.
The bad lady won't come back, will she?
No, I will make sure the bad lady never comes back. Ever. You stay here with nice Mr. Holmwood, and I'll soon have you back with your mummy and daddy. Oh, and if you watch over there, you'll soon see the sunrise. Rest in peace, my child. Rest in peace.
Good God, Van Helsing, is it over?
Your dear sister is at peace, my friend. She will walk no more. You were not expecting company, I take it?
Mina! Van Helsing, you go round the back. I'll take the front. Put her down, damn you!
You foolish man! Get out of my way!
Go on then, swine! Ah! 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 Ah!
Holmwood! 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 Are you alright? Come on, man!
Stop him, Van Helsing. He's got Mina. You must stop him. His red eyes. Van Helsing! Van Helsing!
There is not much time before dawn. The The vampire must return to his coffin before cockcrow, or the sunlight will destroy him.
Mina, what will happen to Mina?
If we cannot stop them, she will join the ranks of the undead. The vampire will return to his resting place, the residency he has purchased here in London.
I don't understand. He's bought a house in London. This monster.
It was mentioned many times in Jonathan's diary. Carfax Abbey?
But that's at least a good 5 miles away.
Then we must be swift. Come on, man. Sell your horses. Your wife's immortal soul may depend on our speed.
Good God, Van Helsing, will these horses go any faster?
I give you immortality. Your flesh will never wither and die upon your bones. You will never age or feel the winds of time upon your face. But first, you must taste of death. To be truly dead, that must be glorious. You will sleep here throughout the hours of sunrise. Then when night falls, you will rise again. Our enemies approach. The coward and the fool. Dracula! Count Dracula! Dracula!
The rat in the trap. There is nowhere left to run to. Jackal!
You stupid, ignorant savage.
The sun is about to rise and end this long, darkest of nights.
You see me as an enemy, Doctor. A monster. I am neither.
You have killed countless people, my friends included.
Sustenance, Van Helsing. Do you not eat the flesh of sheep? Drink the blood of cattle?
These are people. These are living human beings. They are not cattle.
They are to me.
Then I condemn you, Dracula, for all eternity. sunrise, jackal.
Is it over? I had a terrible dream.
Yes, my child. It is over.
Mina!
Arthur!
Mina! Mina!
Come, my friends. Let's leave this charnel house. This is no place for the living.
Van Helsing, is it finally over?
Yes, it is finally over. The vampires walk no more.